In a lecture hall, everyone laughs at a joke they don't find funny, and each person believes they alone are holding back. That shared silence is not mystery or malice, it's a social illusion psychologists call pluralistic ignorance. It's the gap between what people privately feel and what they think others feel. It quietly sustains rules and rituals that no one actually endorses. Start with a lab classic. 1935, Muzafer Sherif asked people to judge how far a point of light moved in a dark room, an ambiguous task. When participants answered alone, they varied wildly, but when they answered in groups, their estimates converged. A group norm emerged from uncertainty. Sherif's study shows how, when a situation is unclear, people use other people as data, and that can create a false shared reality. Jump forward to a campus in 1993. Psychologists David Prentice and Dale Miller surveyed Princeton undergraduates and found a striking pattern: most students privately felt uncomfortable with heavy drinking, yet believed their peers approved of it. That misperception made silence feel like consent. Students acted on what they thought others wanted, not what anyone actually wanted. The consequence was a culture that persisted because everyone assumed they were the odd one out. So why does this keep happening? Ambiguity is the fuel. When a situation is uncertain, etiquette at a party, whether a joke crossed a line, how much to speak up in a meeting, people look to others for cues. Two social forces work together: informational influence, where others serve as evidence about how to behave, and normative pressure, the desire to fit in. When private views are unspoken, visible behavior becomes evidence, and small signals snowball into an apparent majority. That snowball can be harmless, but often it isn't. Pluralistic ignorance helps explain why harassment goes unreported, why teams tacitly accept unreasonable deadlines, and why students won't admit discomfort about campus norms. It breeds two dangers. First, it preserves harmful practices. Second, it silences reformers who assume they're alone. And when leaders mistake visible conformity for genuine agreement, they design policies that miss the real problem. There are also counterarguments. Sometimes public behavior truly reflects private beliefs. If a norm is backed by strong incentives or genuine shared values, correcting perceptions won't help. Skill is diagnosing which situation you're in: misperception or authentic consensus. Social scientists test this by comparing anonymous surveys of private beliefs against public behavior. When the numbers diverge, pluralistic ignorance is likely at work. Breaking the illusion is more practical than it sounds. One proven approach is to make private beliefs visible. Social norms interventions developed by Wesley, Perkins, and Alan Berkowitz in the 1980s used campus-wide survey results to show the true majority opinion and reduce risky drinking. Simple tactics work: 2 anonymous polls in meetings, leaders who model doubt, or someone saying, "I actually disagree," in a calm, specific way. Small acts of honesty lower the perceived costs of dissent and let the real norm surface. Here are quick rules you can use. First, ask private opinion questions anonymously before a meeting. Second, voice your uncertainty early rather than waiting for a consensus signal. Third, collect and share real data about what people think. Fourth, create norms where admitting doubt is explicitly acceptable. Over time, these steps shrink the space where pluralistic ignorance can hide. The deeper point is gentle. Most of us live inside other people's expectations because we misread them. Recognizing pluralistic ignorance makes the social world less mysterious and more malleable. It explains why honest small acts, a single raised hand, a campus survey, a leader who admits error, can change entire cultures. So next time a room feels oddly uniform, remember the lesson from Sherif and from Princeton: silence doesn't equal consent. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do for a group is quietly tell the truth. That kind of honesty is small, but its ripple effects can be huge.